Good morning. It is July the 27th, 2017. Time to kick off another trading day. Yesterday's FOMC meeting set the tone for the market. We had a strong rally off of that. You can see that the excess was taken away from the market, so we've got a seller right here, definitely above 126 even, 126.02. That's where prime resistance is. Dollar, not going to get any help from the Fed. Most people are guessing the first interest rate increase is December, which we talked about yesterday. The taper is in the air. The Fed said we'll do anything and everything when the data permits and when it's appropriate. So that pretty much gives them a blank slate to fill in at their convenience. So there was some talk yesterday before the announcement that the taper would begin the end of September, and that thought prevailed after the announcement. So we'll see if that actually happens. There's one school of thought out there that stagflation says the Fed can't raise interest rates, and stagflation is as good as we're going to do. It has been what we have done since 2009. So if you want to be right most of the time, base your prognostication on what's going on right now, and you'll be right most of the time. So stagflation is where we are right now. Trump's trying to change that. Great stuff is happening business-wise beneath the surface via executive orders. Not much is going on legislatively. Yesterday, I would guess that sealed the deal that we're headed for socialized medicine with 7 Republicans not voting to repeal Obamacare. So that's not a good thing. But Congress has exempted themselves from that. The higher-ups in the government are protected. They'll have a gold-plated medical plan. The rest of us will have to put up basically with rationing when you get down to it. So that's where we are. Today we have news. The news was pretty much lacking overnight. Spain's unemployment was a little better than forecast. That was about it. No news to speak of out of Asia. Asia followed our rally yesterday afternoon. The market was split in Europe. Today we have durable orders, plus 3.5%. Obviously there's a big transportation pig in the pipeline on that one. Ex-transportation plus 0.4. That would be a very strong number in and of itself, plus 0.4. Capital goods plus 0.3. Capital goods has not made its projections to date. I think last month we came in a tenth under, which was the best we've seen. Trade balance minus 65B. Jobless claims 240. Chicago National Activity Index up 0.1. It's always good when it's positive. No one will pay any attention to it. Nat gas plus 28B. And KC Fed previously was 11. We don't know what it is this time. So the focus is durable orders, ex-transportation, direction of the E-mini, and the 7-year auction. So because of the 7-year auction, we're not afraid to, or I'm not afraid to buy into weakness today. So our first buy is 25.21. I think we can go a little bit lower than 13.17. The news for all practical purposes is over at 8:30 Eastern. On the sell side, 31 to 03, sell 1, 7 to 11, sell 2. And we'll play for a trading range market with an up bias at some point today because of the 7-year auction. I see Poland, Hungary, and Czechoslovakia have enraged the bureaucrats in Brussels. They will have to take their quota of Islamists coming into the country to do themselves no good. You just don't tell a bureaucrat no. these days. They have the power, and you should honor that and not try to stir things up. There's a big breakup coming in all this centralized control because they can't make the right decisions in a timely fashion. And it will come. It won't come without pain. Hopefully, it comes peacefully. But if you want to see where all that leads you, the latest example of that is Venezuela. 52-16 to 20s, number one. So buying 13s to 9s, buy 1. 1 to 5, buy 2. On the sell side, the spill was from 26, so 28 to the buck, number one. Sell 3 to 7, and 11 to 15. Reg, I hope you're enjoying your summer up there. Finally, you sent some of that cool weather down here, which is much needed. We're only supposed to be 90 degrees today as opposed to our 100 to 102 with humidity to match. You don't have to share so much of it in the winter, but in the summer it's a welcome respite. Okay, gold, we had a good close yesterday at 12.50. It's up 11 bucks overnight, or it was the last time I looked. Very, very strong close. Excuse me, it was up 2 bucks. So, resistance is at 65. 64, 66, let them get stops above the Globex high. 69.71, sell 2. The buy side, we had the breakout from 59, so 58 to 60, buy 1. And 54, 56, buy 2. This morning's news, if as forecast, should take gold a little bit lower. Then we'll see what we have. The euro got to our number 2 sell point last night. 118 even, and came back pretty nicely from that. That was a great trade. Hopefully our London contingent was able to take advantage of that. And the euro is a great market. I mean, and it just trends so well. Here's the Frankfurt high right there. You're in at 11.75. You had to be in Asian time to get it to trade done at 18, or you were lazy and you put a resting limit sell at 17.95 or better. And we're at 23, 17.23. And you can see this breakout on the news came from 116.85. So 117 even, 117.10 buy 1. 16.75, 16.85 buy 2. Play for a little bit lower. 40 to 50 sell 1. And we've got news this morning that might help us get in, and then 75 to 85 sell 2. Well, you know, each of the seasons bring, nobody complains about spring and the fall. In fact, the fall probably is everybody's favorite season because the yard duty is a little bit lighter than it is in the spring. But, you know, by the time end of February, March, I'm ready for spring, and end of August, middle August, I'm ready for fall. Time to move on. I don't know what it'd be like to live on an island in the Caribbean when you're basically looking at 80 to 90 degree weather year round. I guess worse things could happen to you. think I might get tired of it. But then again, maybe not. Okay, crude oil. Citi about a month ago forecast that we were headed to $50, and we hadn't been straight up, but we are headed towards $50. And we had a 49, wanted to sell against 49 last night, and it held up pretty well. So 75 to 49, sell one. 49 and a quarter, 49.50, sell two. On the buy side, we broke it out from basically 47. So we'll make, from 47.85, so we'll make 47.75, 48 by one. And then 47 and a quarter, 47.50 by two. The market's getting a boost from the announced cutback in production by Saudi Arabia for maintenance, not a long-term permanent thing, they've said. A lot of articles are out there, though it is a long-term permanent. My guess is that maybe their production goes down in the field, but not by 600 to 900,000 barrels a day. And the E-mini. I mean, yesterday was just tough to trade. Just it had zero volatility. Didn't get a lot of help on the FOMC announcement either. So we got a seller at 80. What we see though is that volume is just moving up. So we're building volume right now at 77. That tells me that the market is not, the rally's not over. So okay to sell, failure to take out and hold 80. I think if we get through 80, maybe an 89.91 would be the next area. Put a question mark at 85. On the buy side, 73.75 buy one. Stops below 75. Might take a 76 to get in. They make us pay up early, and then 69 to 71 for buy two. So basically we're trying to buy 70s to 75s, and we can sell, failure to take out and hold 24.80. And that does it. It'll take a bit to get stuff up and posted. I will get busy on that, and I will be back with you as soon as possible. We'll have Pat's statistics here in probably about 20 minutes, and see what the markets have done after their day session opens in a bit.